Hello everyone and welcome back. We have new pigs. So here we go. Here's our next 3 pork chop candidates right here. These are actually bigger than the ones I got from them last time. Last time they were like 25 or 30 pounds and these are probably 50 pounds. So at least these 2 bigger ones here are. That one little fatty on the right there might even be heavier than that. Already digging. So this time around with the pigs, last time if you remember I got that really good deal on a couple of pallets of the cornbread mix, that like a restaurant style cornbread mix that wasn't used. And I mean it was good cheap food, but it did not really have a high protein content, not as high as I would have liked. But with that good of a deal, it just takes them longer to grow. But what I'm going to do with these ones now, I'm going to do per every 50-pound bag of cracked corn, I'm going to mix in 12 pounds of soybean meal. And the soybean meal will really help them put the weight on fast. A lot of people, when they do that, they'll add mineral in with it. But those, when I was talking to the people I got these from, they said you only really add the mineral in if you are raising your hogs on a concrete floor. Since these are in the dirt, they're going to get all the mineral they need just from chewing on and eating some of the dirt. Where I get these pigs from, they have cows too that they milk. So all that they feed theirs is the cracked corn and raw milk. And she asked me if I wanted to take home 5 gallons of raw milk to help, you know, to feed them when they're starting, because they were used to that. I can kind of wean them off that. So I said, you bet. So there we have it, almost 5 gallons of raw milk. Last fall when I was over there, I asked them, because they had so many ducks that were running around, if they wanted to sell any ducks. And she said, yeah, do you want to take some ducks? And I was, you know, I wanted to wait. Why winter them? I can just get them in the spring. So anyway, they have the white Muscovy ducks. So I bought 3 Muscovy ducks, 1 male and 2 females. And these are kind of a neat duck, because I was talking to the feed store that's just a few miles up the road where I get a lot of stuff, and I've known them for a long time, and they have the Muscovy ducks. And they said, if you want a duck for meat, this would be the one to raise. I mean, they're a pretty big duck. And like right now, I'm going to keep them in the little rabbit chicken barn here for about a week. And then they're just going to free range. And these are so good at hiding their nest and sitting on their eggs that it's not uncommon for you to be, you know, they're just running around and all of a sudden one of them pops up and they can have 15 to 20 babies following behind them. And they grow pretty fast, so then I can just butcher off the ones I need, and the flock should just continue to grow if no predators or anything like that gets at them. So I was talking to her about my geese, because they have a bunch of geese and their geese have little ones and stuff like that. And I said, you know, I think I might have 4 females, because I must have, I don't know how many eggs are in the incubators, and none of them are at all fertile. They're all candling clear. And she said, well, do you have water in there, like a pool or something like that? I said, no, just water dishes. She said that the geese won't mate unless they can do it in the water. So that could very well be my problem. I might have 2 males, and I usually get 2 eggs a day. And one time I got 3, but sometimes even with my 2 female ducks, I'll get 3 eggs in one day. So I might have 2 males and 2 females, they just are not getting together and fertilizing the eggs. So I'm definitely going to get a little pool for them and stuff like that. And then she asked me, she said, would you like any goose eggs? And I asked her if they were fertile, and she said, oh yeah, they're fertile, they're hatching them and stuff like that. So she asked me if I wanted some goose eggs, and I said, yeah, I'll take a couple. And then she asked me if I wanted any of the Muscovy duck eggs, and I could put them in the incubator, and I said, you know, I'll take a few of those also. And then she asked me about turkey eggs, and I said I would, they only had a couple, and I said I would take those also. And she also asked me if I wanted chicken eggs, which I have way too many chicken eggs, and she said that she could give me a couple of 5-gallon buckets of those. I said, nope, you can keep your eggs. So this was her idea of a couple of Muscovy duck eggs. And like she said, these are fertile. I mean, I can eat them or I can hatch them. And this was her idea of getting a few goose eggs. I mean, there's got to be, what, 30? I've got a whole ice cream pail full, and this whole box is full of goose eggs. They have a different kind of a goose. They've got the white kind that have the big nub on the upper part of their beak. So I'm going to take every one of the goose eggs I have in the incubator out, toss them. You know, I'll check them to make sure that they're all candling clear again. And then I'm going to put some of these in, so hopefully I can hatch a few of these. And these right here are the 2 turkey eggs. I'd say this egg here is, I don't know, my biggest turkey egg is maybe that big. Usually they're a little bit smaller, and this one is even bigger. So there was a white turkey there, and the other one kind of looked like a bourbon red, but a little bit lighter color. So she said these are probably some kind of a cross. They seem to be getting acclimated to their new home here. The Muscovy ducks, they seem real calm, so they hiss a little bit when you get close, but they seem real nice. So, all right, everybody. Well, it looks like Hobby Farm 2016 is up and running. I'll see you guys on the next video.